Hello, Aries. I'm Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your energy update for the month of September 2021. I hope you're doing well. Aries, be sure to check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign to get a complete picture of all of the energies that you've got going on this month because you are more than your sun sign. I've got a live show 3 times a week live here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. Would love to have more Aries energy in there. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they are available from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also one up there as well. So let's find out what have Aries got going on this week. Immortality. This is something that's going to be permanent, something that's in it for the long term, something coming into your life for the long term. It could be the energy of something that won't go away too, repeating patterns, but I'm not picking that up so much this time with this card for you, Aries. It's more something for the long term, something that's going to stick around for the long term, something that's immortal, like your soul. Aries, what have we got for Aries this week? Tell us more for Aries. Not this week, this month. Patience. Okay, so those things that are here for the long term, those things that will stick around for a long time, it takes some time to get them going. Everything's got an energy, right? And if things are long term, then they've got a long term energy about them, meaning if it's taking you a long time to get something, it's going to stick around for a long time, or it's going to take a long time to release it as well. If something is turned up overnight, it's a fly-by-night kind of thing. It's easy and fast to get rid of it as well. And so the patience card is coming out here because if this is a long-term thing, and it is, that's coming in, either it's something that you've been working toward for a long time, or it's going to take a long time to get there. And so either way, whatever part of this journey you're on for this long-term thing coming out, just know you either had to have had patience, you're going to have patience, or both. Let's find out about it. But you're being told about it for some reason, so there could be movement forward this month on it. Now I'm going to get 4 columns of tarot out. It could be week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, or it could just be a mishmash of all the energies that you've got going on. With my readings, I tend to go into the gnarliest things or the things that are most important for you to change this month so that you can get the things that you really want, right? And so, yeah, just take it as it resonates there, Aries. So, starting off with the 2 of Swords, you don't know. You don't know what to do. Can't see the way forward. You don't know what to do. I would say, persist with it. Sometimes we think we don't know what to do because we're not getting instant results, but we've already been told, Aries, that this is something that's going to be long-term, and so it's going to take a long time in coming. Don't renege on it. Could be about relationships, because here we have the Knight of Cups here, a love offer coming in. Could be in week 2 there. 4 of Cups, disappointment, or it wasn't what you kind of expected. This ball of rainbows here, it could be really good, but you might be trying to preempt it. Or, oh look, we've got the 2 of Cups there that I'm waving around. You might be trying to preempt it or know where it's headed or how good it's going to be with this. You could be tripping yourself up by tripping out about it. 6 of Cups, this is soulmate twin flame energy here. It's also the card of reminiscing as well. So let's get some clarity on all of these. 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck there, which means that could be what's underneath the surface of this. Could be what's on your mind is relationships, big love offers. So tell us about this 2 of Swords. How come Aries is starting out all confused? It's because there's a deception or there's an omission, is what I just heard there. There's a deception or an omission, and it's making you feel confused. So you don't have all of the information. Either someone's lying to you, or they're lying by omission. They're not telling you the full truth. You're not getting the full picture here. You're not getting the full story. Again, patience. You're going to have patience with this. Someone isn't necessarily lying to you when they're just taking the time to come forward with the truth. That's not the same as a lie, is it? A lie is outright saying it's black when it's not, it's white. If someone's just taking the time, then they're just taking the time. And it very well could be that. But you could be undecided because of that. You could be like, they're not telling me, so then it's like a lie when it's not. You could be seeing deceit in something when deceit isn't present, is what I'm getting here. It's very confusing. You're starting the month off very confused here. You don't know what the hell's going on, really. This could be about someone ghosting you. That's the exact energy, in fact. You're like, your friend says, what's going on with that relationship of yours? You know, that guy that you liked? And you're like, I have no idea. I haven't heard from them. I've no idea. I don't know if I'm to or fro, if I'm carrying on, if I'm stopping, if it's finished or what. I have no idea. That's this energy. And then your friend says, well, drop them then. It's like, but I don't know that. They might just be busy. Do you know what I mean? You don't know. You don't know if you've been ghosted. You just don't know. That's what's so confusing about it, right? That's got it written all over. This could be a ghosting situation for some of you. Or it could just be what I said before. The unknown, meaning if they're not messaging you, if they're not answering, if they're not telling you, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a lie. They're just not ready yet. And that could be for many different reasons. So this isn't that nice. It's not, you might not want to hear this, Aries, but you've created this and it's teaching you something. You've created this. So you've created the delay, and that could be because of your doubt, or it could be yeah, a fear that you've got. It could be like a fear of abandonment or fear of being lied to as well. It could very well be that. People have deceived you in the past and you're always looking out for it, the deception. Once I was in this relationship, right? And we used to text message each other a lot. It's when on old Nokia phones. And you know, where you had to like tap, 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 tap each letter to put it in years ago. But we'd message each other a lot. And one day I was really busy and I'd left my phone in the bedroom and I was busy doing something. Got 3 kids, I was a busy mother. So I was busy. And when I got back to my phone, I don't know how long it was after, there was all these messages, like 20 messages or something. And as I read the progression of them, it was dreadful. It was starting out with just normal chat, and then why aren't you replying to me? And then it culminated to pretty much he dumped himself, or he dumped me, and it worked himself up just because he didn't hear from me. Now that was in a matter of that, or that wasn't, I'm not talking like a week of not hearing or whatever. I'm talking about an hour at tops. I think it was. It may have been 2 hours of me not having my phone with me. And if something can progress that fast, when someone is obviously got that insecurity going on inside of them, because yeah, I mean, it did end shortly after that because of that very behavior. Well, not because of that behavior, but that was a big red flag to me. And it's like, there is something wrong with you for you to do that. Um, and it was the insecurity, right? And so that's what it's saying here is you've created this. It's to teach you a lesson in a way. It's for you to learn from it that there's an insecurity there that's causing you to think that there's a deception going on just because you don't hear something, probably because of past experiences. So the Knight of Cups, week 2, it could be week 2. A Knight of Cups comes in, gives you a love offer here. Is this about the same person that you haven't been hearing from? And if you do have that insecurity, you could go from elation to real worry. You know, you hear from them and you're like overly elated, and then you don't hear from them, and then you're overly anxious. So if you're on that kind of an emotional roller coaster, get help, like seek help, get a counselor or something that can really help you with that. Okay, well, we've got the Knight of Cups here in week 2, and look at this, the Devil out with the Queen of Emotions. The Queen of Emotions is open. She's receiving, she's open and receiving to this message. The Devil is the fears. The Devil's lurking behind her. She's behind her like this. She's kind of open, but what's going on behind her in her mind is this devil, the devil on her shoulder going, he's lying, he's deceiving you, he's going to block you, he's going to run away. It's all of your negativities there. This is your ego, the devil on your shoulder, in your ear. He's cheating on you. It's that. I don't mean to laugh. I mean, I'm laughing at what I'm doing with the cards here, but you're open, but you might be superficially open. You might not be being fully yourself and divulging your insecurities until they come out in a certain situation like that. Like my example, I mean, you could pretending to be open and ignoring the fears that are coming up. You might have got really used to pushing those fears down and doing it anyway. Do you know what I mean? Which gets us a certain distance. It gets us into those things that we want, but there's still this devil on our shoulder saying these things to us, and it's very undermining, and it can have you in destructive behaviors, like my example, right? So again, I'm getting that message that this would be a really good time for you to seek counsel, to get a counselor, to get some help, to get a therapist or something like that. Because honestly, it's one of the best things that I ever did was get a therapist years ago. And she helped me with so many things, so many emotional patterns that I've got. And I'm really feeling like if you're headed into a new relationship here, if this is something that you really want, this romance, it's time to nip this stuff in the bud. And it might not be a fast process, it probably won't be, but you can own up to it. You can be upfront about it and say it. You can admit to it. That's being authentic, isn't it? And it's being intimate, saying, I've got all of these insecurities, and I know it's not you, it's not about you, and it's not the truth, but I need to get help with this because I don't want it to wreck the relationship. This feeling like I want to run away, this feeling like I can't trust you, this feeling like if you don't message me for a few hours, that I am like really going through it. That's not about accusing them of something, is it? That's kind of accusing yourself of something. I'm feeling really insecure, and this I need to sort this out. So you might want to divulge that as well while you're doing it. So advice here, I would say if you're in this kind of situation and those insecurities are coming up, Aries, I would go with it and be open to it, but be well aware of the fears that are coming up as well, and seek help while you're doing it as well. It could ease that transition instead of maybe your normal pattern is just to push those fears down and get into this relationship anyway, or however it is that you do it. I used to be like this, and I used to drink to get into relationships. I I can't even think of a relationship that I've got into without drinking. So I used to use that to get over these fears, to get myself past that fear element, to lose those inhibitions and everything. And it's not exactly the best thing because those fears come back, right, when you're not drunk. But at least it gets you into a relationship. So whatever it is that you do to get into a relationship, you might want to do that still, but and and know that those fears aren't going to go away. They're going to be destructive to the relationship once you're in there. And so to continually open up like the Queen of Emotions, you need to address those fears. Just the easiest way to do it is with a counselor, psychotherapist, that kind of thing, whoever it is that you're attracted to or is placed in front of you. Ask your higher self, like, show me who would be good for me, because you've got ascension here and past, present, and future. So you've been in this situation before, right? And it might have turned sour, and I might be telling you, you might be saying to this, oh yeah, that's what happened in my previous relationship, or in the last few relationships, is that it wrecked it, the insecurities wrecked it in the end. And so you might want to do this differently this time, to ascend, so your past, so that your present and your future is going to be different. But like I said, with past, present, and future, you might want to do it the same way. You might want to start off the same way this time and do whatever it is you do to get into that relationship. But this time, ascend, take it to the next level. Realize, okay, I need to address this, because just because I've got myself into this relationship with this love offer doesn't mean those fears have gone away. I'm still going to hear that. Four of Cups. So you're feeling a bit about it. This is exhausting. It's exhausting giving this reading because I've been through it, so I can feel it. I've been through this kind of thing. Not just the recipient from the other end. I've been through this myself, for sure. We probably all have, right? So the Four of Cups, you're feeling a bit Is this worth it? Disappointed that it's not like a Disney romance or something, that there's still fears to work through. Is there ever an end in sight, Aries? Got the Nine of Emotions, so your wish is fulfilled, and the Six of Emotions, reminiscing about it too. Is this a repeat? Is this a repeat of me not getting I'm going to be disappointed again because the same fears are coming up? Well, maybe you're going to do the same thing again if you don't address those fears. But as I said with this card, there's a bowl of rainbows being offered here. There's an opportunity being offered, and I would take it. It's only going to be a repeat of the past and not going to be fulfilling your wishes if you do it the same as the past. You can do it differently. You can see this for a bowl of rainbows that it is and go, okay, I'm going to try my hardest not to mess this one up this time. We always play our part, and of course they will too. You'll be bringing a match in, so they're not going to be squeaky clean. It's not like you're the only problem, Aries. But still, you want to grow, don't you? You want to grow, and you want to do it differently this time. Now, we've got two lots of the Six of Cups here, so this could be a very significant relationship, because when I see the Six of Cups, my guides often put that in front of me as a reader to indicate a twin flame or a soulmate relationship, an important relationship. Four of Cups, Six of Emotions, Nine of Emotions. It's kind of tiring, isn't it? It's kind of got the energy of wishing for that right one to come in, and then someone comes in, it's like, oh, it's these same problems again. I've got to get over my fears, and I've got to do the same thing again. It's that kind of bored with it. It's like, oh, again, I'm still doing the same patterns. I'm still feeling the same things. I've still got this devil on my shoulder saying these same insecurities to me. It's exhausting. It's an inner journey though. You're going to repeat it until you've overcome it. That's why I keep on hearing, get a counselor. It will really help you through this. Get a counselor to help you with that inner journey. Inner journey doesn't mean you've got to do it all by yourself. You don't need to muddle through it all by yourself. You can get help, and I'd highly recommend it. Six of Cups. So this soulmate twin flame thing could be someone keep on coming back around again too. For some of you, it might not be a new person coming in. This could be someone that you're in and out because of your and their insecurities and stuff. You could be in and out of each other's lives as you're working through things here. The Muse of Materials is the King of Pentacles, so that's stability. Until you get stable, you could be in and out of each other's lives until you're stable. Now, I don't usually agree with that runner chaser in and out twin flame concept here, because that to me is red flags. It's red flags. It's dysfunctional relationships, and suggesting that a sign of a twin flame relationship is dysfunction is kind of messed up. But here, Aries, I am getting that. I'm getting the in and out while you're both dealing with your insecurities here. So it could be a soulmate to help you get to this point, but it also could be a twin flame as well, which to me means someone who you're here to do something big with. Big relationship, yeah, but to do a job with as well, to create something with. Anyway, you might be in and out of this until you find that stability in yourself, and they find the stability in themselves to either be in this relationship in a long-term, steady, stable basis, or until you're both at that, or you, it doesn't matter about them, you are at that stable position here, like the King of Pentacles, stable in yourself, ready for your actual relationship that's going to stick around. Either way, you're helping each other here, whoever this Knight of Cups is for you. What's behind this? Integration. While you're integrating all those lessons, you're helping each other to integrate those lessons. Again, it doesn't matter what they're going through. I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to you, Aries. And I don't mean to be callous saying that. I'm just saying don't focus so much on what they're going through and their lessons, because you need to see your part in it. It's not really about them, it's about you. Just get yourself ready, and yes, you can hope and pray that they get ready too, and they might be your person. They're not necessarily your person, though. They could be a stepping stone to your person, and that is important too. So it's not really about them, it's about what they're putting you through so that you can work through your stuff, is what I'm trying to say here. So don't make it all about them. Remember what we started this reading out with, immortality here, something that's going to be here for the long term. And patience, you're going to have to be patient for it. And so this is why we got that out, right? Aries. I consider myself a lot of Aries because I'm Taurus sun sign, but I'm born on the cusp. And my moon, my Venus, and my Mercury is in Aries. So I'm a lot of Aries, and I really resonate with Aries more than anything else, really. So something's going to stick around for the long term. It might not be this relationship, but this one is certainly helping you to get there. And you're going to have patience with that journey. What's going on in your love life? Separation. So for some of you, this is someone that you're in and out, in and out, in and out of a relationship with here while you work through things within yourself. Is there another one there? Hang on. Let's just see if there's another group of you, Aries. You deserve love. Not really. It's the same. I mean, I thought maybe I was going to divide you into two groups of Aries here, but no, this is the same thing. Separation, and you deserve love. So you're in and out, in and out, in and out of a relationships, or one certain relationship, one particular relationship, or many different relationships, one after another kind of thing, while you are realizing that you're worthy of this love, you're lovable, and yeah, you can do that work to get yourself to that place of realizing that you deserve love and working toward that. Do you know what I mean? It's like abundance, right? If you're always doing really poor, you're never going to take the action or do those things that's going to get you a lot of money until you feel worthy of it, until you feel you deserve it, to look after yourself and to have savings and to have that stability and security. Then when you realize that you're worthy and you feel it, then you're going to start getting the ideas and taking the action. You're going to go for those better jobs. You're going to go for the more money. You're going to start saving your money. You're going to start doing the right things for yourself. But until you've got that core in place of knowing that you're worthy and you deserve it, you're not going to do it. And so that could be what's going on here, is you feeling unworthy of love. And that's your part in the in and out here. Again, I'm told it doesn't matter what they're doing. Stop focusing on what their part is. You can't fix their part. You're providing the lessons for them and what they're going through. They're providing the lessons for you. So just focus on your part of it. You deserve love. Don't make it about them, because you just slow yourself down if you make it about them. You can't change a thing that's about them. Get focused on your half of it, which is why I said a therapist would really help you in this situation if this is your reading, because they will keep you, a good therapist will keep you on focused on yourself, not on them. More so than readings, because readings tend to focus on the other person. Do you know what I mean? And they're not the problem. They've got their own problems, yes, but focusing on their problems isn't going to fix yours. Yeah, but it's like focusing on the neighbor's lawn. It's not going to mow yours. What a weird example. A win-win outcome is forecast. There you go. Whether it's going to happen or not with you and this person, you're both going to be winners if you do the work for yourselves, right? And luck is on your side. So this time around, whatever's happening this time around, especially if you seek counsel, is really going to help you. I mean, it's going to move you forward. Luck is on your side. You're going to be lucky this time for the long term love that you want. This is almost saying, Aries, you're on this roller coaster of separation, in and out, in and out, in and out, and it's never going to change. It's not about what the other person's doing, it's about what you're doing and your insecurities and stuff. And it's never going to change until you address that. And if you address it this time around, if you're like humble enough to go, yeah, I need help here. And it's okay to have help. That is part of deserving love. being worthy to have a counselor and have someone help you through that, receiving love from a counselor, a therapist first, having them help you through it is part of the opening up thing. So not superficially opening yourself, but opening yourself properly, going to a counselor and being upfront with them, saying, I've got all of these insecurities that make me do crazy things in relationships. You know, I know they will help you. What else for Aries this month? Wow, you and Taurus totally focused on relationships, hey? Gratitude. You'll be grateful for this union as well. I mean, for this person that you've got coming in and going out. It's, yeah, you fully appreciate it's invaluable lessons, and life is lovingly presenting you to them over and over again. Your person won't be aware of it, but that's what's happening, and that's why it's coming back. It's not the universe saying, hey, this is your soulmate, although it could be, but it's not why they keep on coming back. You keep on coming back into each other's lives because you've not got the lesson yet, and that's what it is, the repeating cycle. So you can be grateful for those lessons. Hard, I know, when you're in it, but you can be. You'll get to the point where you are. They've got the keys, they've got the clues, they've got the clues. The keys on a ring, they've got the clues. This person's got the clues that you need. That's why they keep on coming back in again. So you know how I said with this card, sometimes I get from this that it's about a repeating cycle that just doesn't seem to go away. But I wasn't getting that strongly. I was getting more strongly that it is about, this energy is about someone for the long term, something for the long term, something that's going to stick around forever. It is a bit of the other as well. It is a bit of that. There's a repeating cycle that won't go away until you've got that lesson. Keys on a ring. They've got the clues for you. And mask, not showing your true feelings. You see, this is that hiding, personifying, getting over your insecurities by, I don't know, drinking a bottle of wine or something, to get into it, to mask them, but then the insecurity is still being there when you sober up. And let's face it, still being there when you're drunk too. But you can get over it. It's that mask, and it's not being fully authentic. And even if, say, you maybe this mask could be like going to a counselor and saying, no, I'm okay. We've not got anything going on. Instead of being totally open and vulnerable and saying, yeah, I'm struggling with this. I got this devil on my shoulder all the time, all these insecurities coming up all the time, and it's exhausting. And I find myself having to have a drink to get over that, to even get into a relationship. And then it's hard once I'm in that relationship because it's constant, you know, being that, removing the mask that much to not hide. And that in itself, even that process with a counselor of you being open to them is going to help you in relationships, because it helps you to be authentic, fully open, and present and honest with your feelings, you know. Removing that mask gives you practice with someone that's safe, which romantic relationships, let's face it, are not safe. It's not a safe place to do that, to practice it. Much better practicing it with a therapist, a good one. So Aries, what else do you need to know? A powerful move, wow. It's a big month for you, and it could be like life-changing, leading you to healthy relationships that can last. That can last the long term in the future. It's a powerful move, doing things differently this time, tackling it in a different way than you ever have before. Oh, nice. So what energies do you need to tap into within yourself this month? Confidence. True confidence in yourself. Divine confidence is completely different from bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, O love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. So the courageous thing is fessing up, isn't it, to the insecurities that we've got and getting help in that. It is. It's the bravest thing. It's working on ourselves. It's the bravest thing, and I commend you all for doing it. If you're watching my channel and you've been watching me for a while and you're doing the work, haven't just chanced upon me and you're like, oh God, she's talking about the hard things. If you're doing that work, it's that, we know it's the biggest thing that you can do, and it is the stuff that works, and it will get you what you want in the long term. So it's a powerful move, and it will bring you that confidence, true confidence, not bravado or the ego, which I was kind of getting from this Queen of Emotions, forcing yourself to be open. It's, yeah, it's hard to do that. and true trust as well. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. You're going to have to trust this process. Remember, you had patience there. It's not going to be instant, you know. You might have been looking for readings to say, yes, your perfect person's going to come in, or your twin flame is going to come back around, and all problems will be gone this time. It's impossible for that to happen without doing the inner work. And the inner work is hard. So there you go, Aries, that's you. That's your month. It's a pretty heavy month, I think, but it doesn't need to be. It could be really easy. Easier than it has been anyway. I just keep on hearing go to a counselor. I keep on hearing that for you. So that's great advice for any of you that are in this kind of situation, no matter how small it is as well. Because we don't want to compare ourselves with others and say, well, it's not as bad as you're saying, Claire, and it's not that my insecurities aren't that much, and it's not really wrecking it that much. And well, it's okay. We don't have to be in competition with each other to see how messed up we can be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how small it is or how small those fears are. It's still worth nipping it in the bud, isn't it? And getting help. It'd be great if all you needed was one session with a therapist and that was it. That would be fantastic. So yeah, I don't think that you've got it kind of easier than others and put yourself against others like that. Get the help anyway, I would suggest. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this down there. And while you're down there, leave me a comment as well. It really helps my channel out when you do stuff like that. And I often respond to all of them as well. I miss the occasional comment, but that's about it. And what else? Oh yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. Click that notification bell if you want to hear when I'm uploading my videos. Check out your weekly as well. I do a weekly for each sign. And so if you need more help going through this month on a week by week basis, check those out. I put those out on a Friday, 6 p.m.-ish, Bangkok time, Friday evening. And have a great month, Aries. I will see you tomorrow in the daily energy update. Bye.